What's up, you guys? Welcome to my story time video. Now, this story time is gonna be based on my terrible work day. I mean, the worst work day ever. Now, this happened 2 days ago on Good Friday at my job. Now, I don't usually talk about my jobs that I currently work at. I don't usually tell stories and put them on YouTube, but I just have to put this story on YouTube because this story is crazy, and I just have to tell you guys just so you can see what I go through at this job, you know. So, on Friday, Good Friday, 2 days ago, I had a horrible day. Oh, and before I continue on with the story, I would like to wish everybody a happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, I got a lot to do today. I was supposed to be doing an Easter egg hunt today, but I don't even know if I'm gonna go through with that because a lot of people been canceling and a lot of different things just keep on coming up. But I'm gonna try to do this Easter egg hunt today, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube. So just stay tuned for that video. I might post it tomorrow or something if I do go through with this Easter egg hunt thing. Well, anyway, let me tell you guys what happened at work on Friday, because I know you guys are dying to know what happened on Friday. Okay, so on Friday, I go to work. I have to be there at 8:30. So I get to work and everything, and this is like things that I normally do. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I mop this lady's office. I'm not going to use her real name, but I'm going to make up a name. I'm going to call her Mrs. Hill. So I always mop Mrs. Hill's office on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I mop her office and take out her trash 3 times a week. Well, actually, I take out her trash 5 times a week. But on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, she want her office swept and mopped. So on Friday, I clock in and I go into her office. And as soon as I make the mop water and everything, she tells me, "Oh, you need to change that mop head out." I'm like, last time you told me the mop head had to be changed out twice a month, every 2 weeks. Now you telling me that it needs to be changed out every week? I just changed out that mop head last Wednesday. This is Friday, so it's only been 9 days. I had another 5 more days to use that mop. She said, "Oh, nah, you need to change that mop head out because you dry mopped in here yesterday and I can smell it. It had a stinky smell to it." A stinky smell? I didn't smell nothing. She said, "Well, I did. I smelled it." I said, "You must have a good nose like a dog because I didn't smell nothing." She said, "Well, change that mop head out." I said, "Well, I already dumped the mop into the water. You know, it's too late now." She said, "Well, just don't worry about it then." So I put some Lysol in the water. She didn't know I put Lysol in the water. So I put the Lysol in the water and I go in her office. I take out her funky trash and then I sweep her nasty office. And after I sweep and take out the trash, I started to mop. Then next thing you know, one of the mechanics came up in the office and he started yelling at Mrs. Hill. He said, Mrs. Hill, you inserted this wrong. You inserted this wrong," because it was like a gas log thing, and I guess I put the wrong number on there. I don't know if I put the wrong mileage on there or if another fueler put the wrong mileage on there, but somewhere around the line, the mileage was inserted wrong. So she was just telling me, "Oh no, one of y'all messed up on the mileages when y'all was pumping gas. Y'all didn't put the correct mileage on bus number 1002. It's an 800-mile difference from Thursday and from Wednesday and from Thursday." I said, "Well, I don't know how." And then it had my initials next to it. And then it had my other co-worker's initials next to the other one. I said, "Well, I don't know who messed up, but maybe I did mess up on it. Maybe I was rushing, or maybe my other co-worker messed up on the mileage." She said, "Well, y'all need to get it right because I'm not going to be getting in trouble by this mechanic because I'm putting it wrong in the computer. I'm just going by what y'all put in there." So she just yelling everything. I said, "Okay, well, let me just finish mopping this lady's office so I can get the hell on out of here because she about to piss me off." So I'm mopping the office. She say, "Ew, that mop stinks." I said, "This mop does not stink. I put Lysol in the water. It still stinks. Change that mop head out." I said, "I'm not changing out this mop head." I said, "You can change that. You got a whole bunch of mop heads right next to you. You can change." I said, just like that too, because she was pissing me off. She said, "No, you need to change that mop head out because my office gonna be stinking. You need to change that mop head out once every week." I said, "No, last time you told me to change it out every 2 weeks. Now it's once every week. Make up your mind." So I finished mopping her freaking office and I left. Deuces. So I go and proceed to work and everything, and it was a good day. This happened like around 8:45 that morning. So after I started working and putting gas in all the buses, I think it was like around 1 o'clock, I went to go get my check because Friday was payday. We get paid every other Friday. So I got paid on Good Friday. Ooh, and it was a nice check too. I'm not gonna tell you how much it was, but it was a nice check. So I said, wow, this really is a Good Friday. I got a nice good check on Good Friday. Yeah, baby. So I get my paycheck and everything, and 2 o'clock comes. So every day at 2 o'clock, my co-worker, he goes on his break. So after he goes on his break, I'm the only fueler to put gas in the buses and to park the buses. But mind you, at 2 o'clock, I don't stay at the pump. I have to go inside the building and take out the trash out of all the offices and clean the restrooms and sweep and mop and everything. Like I'm a janitor or something. They ain't finna treat me like that. So 2 o'clock came, there was no buses at all. No buses at all. So I went into the building. I started taking out the trash. I went to all the offices. I started, vacuuming upstairs. I went to the restroom, started cleaning it up. Once I was done, it was 2:45. So I came out of the building. I got about 15 buses lined up at the pump. I said, what? 15 buses actually lined up at the pump? Like, how did 15 buses get to the pump like that? So before I know it, my co-worker, he comes back from his break at 3 o'clock. So we all take an hour break. So as soon as he come back from his break, I was supposed to go on break. But I couldn't just go on break and just leave him with all those buses. So before he could say anything, the mechanic comes out. He says, are you by yourself? Why is the office blocked up? You got my mechanic shop blocked up because all these buses lined up. What's going on? I said, well, every day at 2 o'clock, I go inside the building. I take all the trash. I go into them restrooms. I clean up the restrooms and I vacuum upstairs. I do this every day. I don't know why it's 15 buses today. Maybe because it's a holiday. Maybe the routes change or something. He say, well, you got my office blocked. I said, well, instead of complaining, can you help me move these suckers up? He said, well, just try to be a little bit faster. You complain to me and tell me to be faster, and you come all the way out your office to complain and say that I got your office blocked out, got the doors blocked out because the buses lined up like that. First of all, those drivers are not supposed to block the doors like that. Once it's 3 buses in each fuel lane, they're supposed to park along the fence line. I told him that. They know that. He said, well, how come you didn't tell the drivers to do that? How can I tell the drivers I wasn't outside? I was inside the building. How can I tell them? I don't know what's going on outside while I'm in the building. So that was the end of that. Next thing you know, I see the office lady. She was handing out Easter bags to all of the drivers. Mind you, the drivers get treated like freaking royalty. Like, they had Olive Garden last week, and on Friday they get Easter bags. They get a fan. They sit outside in the shade and they get a nice cool fan to get cooled off, and they get an ice chest to get some cold water. But I can't get a freaking Easter bag, so I'm getting a little bit upset at this point. So I'm like, okay, do the service workers get Easter bags too? The office lady said, oh no, this is just for the drivers. What do the drivers do for you besides come to work and, do they manifest in their routes? I mean, the service workers take out your trash and mop your office and sweep your office, but y'all can't give us an Easter bag, so I thought that was messed up. So since she didn't give me an Easter bag, I wanted to be petty. So an hour later, she comes to me. She said, can you take out my trash? My trash is full. I said, can I get an Easter bag? She said, well, I told you it was just for the drivers. I said, well, get one of them drivers to take out your trash. And I walked the hell up out her office. You not finna play me for no fool. I can't get an Easter bag. First of all, you had 4 boxes full of Easter bags, and you can't give me 1 Easter bag? Get the hell out of my face. I'm not taking out your funky trash. You better take out the trash yourself. You can't give me an Easter bag. I wanted to take that trash can and dump it upside and dump it all on her head, man. You done pissed me off talking about, oh, it's just for the drivers. Ooh. Woosa, woosa, woosa. So after that, I go on my break. When I come back from my break, it was smooth sailing after that. I said, okay, because I was supposed to work until midnight, because on Fridays, I usually work until midnight. So I work probably like a 16-hour shift on Fridays. So 6 o'clock came around, one of the fuelers decided that he was gonna sit down and do nothing. And I say, I'm gonna call him TJ. I said, TJ, what you doing? He said, oh, TJ's a Filipino guy. He said, oh, I'm sitting down at the pump. I'm waiting for buses to come. I said, you waiting for a bus to come? Ain't no buses gonna come. I said, can you help me and, what can I call him? I'm gonna call him Randy. I said, can you help me and Randy wash some of these buses? He said, well, I had to sit at the pump and wait for the buses to come because somebody had to be at the pump when the buses come to get gassed up. I say, oh, okay. So Randy's getting mad at TJ because TJ's just sitting at the pump not doing nothing. He on his phone just chilling like he owned the place or something. So I said, you know, don't worry about it. I'm gonna help you clean the inside of the buses out. So I'm helping Randy clean out the inside of the buses, and Randy's getting pissed off. He's like, what is TJ doing? I say, sitting at the pump on his phone. He said, well, I'm gonna tell the supervisor because I'm an active supervisor. So I have somewhat of seniority going on over there. Like I can tell the workers what to do, but there's a bigger supervisor on duty. So he said, well, I'm gonna tell, what can I call him? Oh, all these names I gotta make up on the spot. I should have thought about this before I started this video. So the supervisor on duty, I'm gonna call him Max. So he said, well, I'm gonna tell Max since he's the supervisor. You know, I'm gonna tell Max that TJ's not doing nothing. He just sitting at the pump. I said, yeah, Randy, you do that because this ain't right. You know, if I gotta work and if you gotta work, he gotta work too. So next thing you know, Max comes over. It's 8 o'clock and I done clean out 25 buses and I helped spray them down, and I helped scrub them down. So Max comes over and he says, well, where's TJ? So Randy snitched on him. He say, oh, TJ at the pump, he ain't doing nothing. And me and Charles been cleaning out all these buses. So instead of Max getting on his case by making him work, Max gonna say, TJ, if you don't mind, can you go help out Randy and Charles clean out the buses? What you mean if he don't mind? Nigga, that's your job. You the supervisor. You don't tell him. You don't ask him to do something if he don't mind. This nigga been sitting down for an hour and a half on his freaking phone doing nothing, and you ain't gonna get on his case. So I said, you know, I got some. So after I finished off these 25 buses, I had to go pee. I've been holding my pee for 2 hours, so I had to pee. Man, so I ran up to that restroom, and I took a little bit longer because I was tired. I've been at work all day. You know, it was going on 12 hours since I've been on work. So I go use the restroom. I come back out, and I was talking to my coworker. I'm gonna call her Shanae. So I started talking to Shanae, and I had my Arctic. So I just started drinking water out of it because I was, you know, I was hot from cleaning out all those buses. So I started drinking my water. I wouldn't sit down for 30 seconds. Next thing you know, Max gonna call me, Charles. So Shanae said, oh Lord, what do he want now? I said, I don't know, but I'm finna take a breather because he ain't finna kill me. So he just keep on calling my name. Charles. I say, yes, Max. Yes. What do you want? Yes, Max. He said, can you come help wash some of these buses? I said, yeah, just let me take a 5-minute break, you know, because I'm tired. You know, my legs feel like they about to give out on me. You know, I've been working 12 to 13-hour shifts all week long. You know, this is my Friday. I'm going to be off from work for the next 3 days. Just let me have a little rest, you know, because I'm tired. This nigga going to tell me, it ain't break time. You need to get over there and help wash them buses. Huh? What? Rewind. Let's rewind. Let's start this all over again. I said just like that, let's start this over. Max, did you just say what I thought you said? He said, yeah, it ain't break time. I said, you didn't tell TJ it wasn't break time when he was sitting at the pump for an hour and a half on his freaking phone waiting on buses. He said, Charles, come on. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna show y'all something. So Max comes over. Max takes me over to the wash area. He say, we about to have a meeting. We about to have a meeting right now. I said, yeah, let's have a meeting. Because right now, my blood is rushing. It's boiling because you just insulted me. You just told me it ain't break time. Like, I can't take a 5-minute break. First of all, we are entitled to 2 15-minute paid breaks on an 8-hour shift and a 30-minute unpaid break. I didn't even take my 2 15-minute unpaid break. So, you know, I'm taking just a 5-minute unpaid break, and you gonna try to tell me it ain't break time, nigga? So he said, we about to have a meeting. So he gathers all of us around. He gathered me, TJ, and Randy around. And he say, now, let me ask you a question. He say, Randy, how much overtime did you get on your paycheck today? Randy say, oh, I got 0 hours overtime. And he said, okay, TJ, how much overtime did you get on your paycheck? So TJ said, oh, I got 43 hours overtime. He said, Charles, how much overtime did you get on your check? I said, okay, first of all, before I answer that, let me just let you know that that's illegal. You know, that's against the law. You're not supposed to ask your coworkers how much overtime are they getting on their paycheck. You know, that's confidential information. You're not supposed to ask your coworkers that. That is very confidential, and that's very unprofessional. He said, no, I'm trying to make a point. How much overtime did you get on your paycheck, Charles? So me, like a dummy, answers him. I say, I got 33 hours overtime. He said, okay, so you got 33 hours overtime. TJ got 43 hours overtime. I got 0 hours overtime, and Randy got 0 hours overtime. Okay, the point that I'm trying to make is that the people that don't have overtime is working harder than the workers that do have overtime. I said, what the hell are you trying to say? Are you trying to say I'm not working hard for my 33 hours overtime? He say, no, I'm not saying you're not working hard. All I'm saying is that you got 33 hours overtime, and TJ got 43 hours overtime, and both of y'all don't work as hard as me and Randy. I said, you know what? Since you feel like I'm not working hard, screw you. I said, screw you. I didn't really say screw you. I said something else, but you know, I'm trying to keep this rated PG because I know I have kids that watch my video, so it was some cussing going on. He got the business. I cussed him smooth. I said every cuss word in the book to him. You're not gonna disrespect me. So after I cussed him smooth out, I say, now let me get the hell up out here before I be in jail. So this nigga say, oh, you mad? Nigga, did you just seriously ask me, am I mad? Nigga, you just insulted me. I said, first of all, let me tell you something, Max. I bust my over here every day. I stay past my time. My regular time to get off of work is 5:30. I stay till 9 o'clock. Sometimes I stay till 10 o'clock to help your funky tail out. And you gonna tell me that I don't work hard for it after I ain't clean out 25 buses while TJ was over there sitting at the pump for an hour and a half, and you gonna get mad at me because I was just sitting down for 5 minutes? Actually, I wasn't even sitting down for 5 minutes. I was gonna sit down for 30 seconds. You gonna get mad at me and tell me it's not break time, but you don't tell TJ it's not break time? Get the hell out of my face. He say, oh, before you go, can you help me out with the paperwork? I say, screw you and that paperwork. I'll take that paperwork and I'll shove it up yo. Okay, let me stop with the story now because I can tell I'm about to start cussing. But anyway, that's what happened on Good Friday. It was not a Good Friday at all for me. Well, you guys, I'm so glad that you listened to me ramble on and on and on. And I just want to tell you guys happy Easter. And I might do the Easter egg hunt later on today. If I do it today, I'll upload it and put it on YouTube tomorrow. But yes, that's what happened on Good Friday. And I will not be going to work tomorrow on Monday. I took off tomorrow because Max, he burnt his bridges with me. I did so much for Max, but now I see what kind of person you really are. You didn't really screwed up. But yes, I do have more story times about that hellhole job, but I'm gonna save those story times for later on in the future because I don't want to get fired for this. But if I do get fired for this, just know that I have 2 other jobs to fall back on. Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this crazy story time. And I just had to make this story time for you guys because I love you guys. Y'all like my babies. I love you like Rice Krispie treats. Happy Easter, everybody. Bye-bye.